Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to HT20 here on 3LG. And I know it's late. I usually do my videos on Saturday or Sunday, but you talking about hectic, honey. Mother's Day weekend was hectic. Blessed, but hectic. So I decided to do it today before I wind down for the evening, since I was out and about where I am. I'm at the local park. So glad you stopped by. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that for you can be on point with my videos. I'm late, but it's every weekend. So I didn't make Saturday, I didn't make Sunday, but here I am Monday. Today's HT20 is entitled Peace Be Still. Okay, we're going to first begin with our Holy Trinity prayer, as I asked us all to learn this year. So with all hearts, minds, and clear, let's go ahead and do that. Oh my God, whom I adore, help me to forget about myself entirely so that I may be established in you, as peaceful and still as if my soul were already in eternity. May nothing trouble my peace or make me leave you. Oh, my unchanging one, may each minute carry me further and further into the depths of your mystery. We ask these things in your precious Son's name, Jesus. Amen. All righty, let's go ahead and get started, honey, before I can go home and get ready to wind down. We grow tired. We have less tolerance for the bull jive. You know, as a youngster, we thrive on being dared, being a jokester, you know, and on thrills, period. And as an adult, some of us loved being competitive, accepting daily challenges, and many die trying to keep up with the Joneses. If you don't know what I mean, you better ask somebody, okay, what that means. But as a person halfway or more to the hill, which the hill is 100, living off of another person's time, we should be all about peace. Life is narrowing down, and if you are still around, blessed for sure, you should have done all you could do, be all you can be, and tested all you can test by halfway to the hill. You should be saying and manifesting on peace, being still. I'm not saying to stop pushing for excellence. I'm saying the gist of your life, you know, at this age, it is what it is. Career is what it is. Ain't no, when I grow up, I'm going to be this. Ain't no, I'm going to college. It's never too late to go to college. I got to take that back. But rarely does that happen. If you're at the age of 50, you should be already in your career or your occupation that you're going to do for the duration of time before you retire. And you should be done had all the children you're going to have, because it's very seldom do women have babies after 50. So you should be done, I mean, you can adopt a child, you can take care of somebody else's child, but far as you birthing a child, you should be done with that part of your life. You can get a ready-made family, of course, but a lot of obstacles come along with doing that. First, because it's not in divine order. So other things must come into play because you're blending two or more families into one. The mama may be a stepmom or the daddy may be a stepdad, and their children, and there could be, you know, children born to the missing parents in the equation. So when you blend that, circumstances and consequences happen. So, you know, I'm just saying, when things are not in divine order, that's why more obstacles are able to come into the equation. Okay, whenever things are in divine order, as I said, this is why havoc comes and obstacles occur more frequently. There is a point in life one should be ready to settle down or to be celibate. Make your choice. At this age in life, halfway to the hill, honey, you should be through whoring. You should be through prostituting, if you want to call it that. You should be through bragging and boasting, trying to be bigger than the next person all the time. And you should be done with procrastinating. Okay? Stop talking about what you're going to do. Because by 50, if you ain't done it, you probably ain't going to do it. Okay? You got to have great confidence and great restraint and a lot of dedication to be aiming for something at the age of 50 and trying to accomplish that still. So to younger people between 30 and 40, you should be halfway of your life plan, if not already done accomplished them. I missed the boat. I'm trying to help y'all out. Okay? I missed it. I ain't on here trying to brag that I'm doing something that I'm not, honey. I done missed the boat. Okay? Times are bad now. And the economy is 10 times worse than it was. It's 10 times worse than what it was when I was coming up. It's hard to buy land, property, and businesses without good credit or knowing the right people. You want peace by the time you are blessed to reach retirement age? You got to prepare. You don't want to be paying mortgages and car payments with your retirement check. Like my crazy self will be. Okay? That's why I'm coming to you now to help you younger people. Like I said, I might have missed the boat, when I was 25. But I'm trying to get where I'm trying to get by horse and buggy, honey. That means I ain't gave up. It's going to take me a harder struggle because I waited so late. But I ain't throwing the towel in, honey. Okay? It should have been done in my early 20s. My mom had set me up with a little booster, before she passed away, even though we never got along. See, moms do that, honey. We're going to help our children no matter what. But sometimes you force that hand, honey. But my mama gave me a little boost before she left this earth. And, however, that money was dispersed out to family members and in order to keep peace. See, peace does the heart good. So, I didn't build a foundation with the balance that was left after I gave everybody some money. I enjoyed life for like 2 years. If I knew then what I know now, things would have went out a whole lot differently. But a lesson was learned and characters were exposed. Peace be still, honey. I'm going to leave that right there. And you ponder on what I'm trying to get at, okay? I'm going to carry on. Parents going to be parents, children going to be children. But if God put one in one place and another in the other place, we supposed to govern ourselves accordingly. If you do your job as a parent and you be honorable as an offspring, peace will be still. But if other factors come into play, there won't be peace. We all make mistakes and wrong decisions, but we can't dwell on them. We make the necessary adjustments and then we forgive and we move on. Eventually, peace will come. If you are blessed to reach 50, an age I thought I'd never see, God bless me beyond that. Okay? But you should be asking yourself, how you conduct, because ask asking these questions I'm going to be asking, because how you conduct yourself at this middle age to the hill is very important. Do you promote peace or do you disrupt peace? Do you love on God or do you just always want from God? Have you become saved or you just believe? The clock is ticking. You can't keep taking time for granted, honey, because the next minute ain't guaranteed. God said first to believe, and to believe with all of your heart, your mind, and your soul, which is all of you. And if you believe with all of you, the trust is there, dedication is there, the character changes, you become humble, you learn how to forgive, you love on everybody, not just people you know and people in your circle. Okay? This is when you love with everything in you. That's the thing. That's not things you do. That's who you develop into. Then you are saved and must confess this with your mouth. Okay? That's holy living, I must say. It's an ongoing process. Many days our peace will be interrupted. How we handle these interruptions is an indication of our growth as a Christian and saved people. My thing is this: how are you Christian but you ain't saved? I know how, because people don't relate believing to being saved. It just means you believe. That's all it means. When you saying that you of Christian faith, that means, you believe in Christ and everything, but you're not dedicated. Okay? God, I love you. I believe in you, but I still want to do me right now. That's basically what you're saying when you are a believer, but you don't believe with everything in you. Okay? Me, myself, only relate Christian as being a person that is a believer of Christ and his his purpose. Okay? But a saved person is a person that seeks his face, making better choices, sacrificing worldly things that condemn you, and serving on a ministry to increase God's kingdom. That's being saved. Okay? So there is a difference. We done got into that one time before. Being a Christian means you just believe. You of the Christian faith. But being saved means you believe with everything in you. Because when you believe with everything in you, there's no ifs, ands, buts, or suppose, honey. You're serving God. You work for Christ. Okay? I've been a believer since I was a tiny child. But I became a true Christian as a young adult. But I developed into a saved person as a middle-aged adult. Okay? It doesn't mean I've been squeaky clean, because neither have you, honey. I've detoured off Heaven-bound Boulevard plenty of times, but I always find my way back to the boulevard, and I repent wholeheartedly. God forgave me, but a lot of times we can't let go of stuff ourselves. God done let it go, and we still lingering on with it. Let it go. Meditate on peace. Be still. I'm just going to testify today that I'm a living testimony. Okay? I survived a lot of things, and it's only through God. I survived in a household as an adolescent, being free of a deadly disease that took the life of everyone in my house when I was growing up. But I made it out safely. Okay? I lost my mama and my unborn child within a week's time. But I'm still thankful. I'm thankful to God because he watched over me. I lost my sister and my first marriage within the same year. Okay? And my sister was funeralized, buried in the dress she picked out to wear to my wedding ceremony in 2004. But God took her home with him. Peace be still. I linked up with an old-time friend after 20 plus years, and we were engaged to be married. His mom blessed us with land and a mobile home. And one day, we hadn't moved into the home yet, but a neighbor was burning trash next door, and the fire got away from him. And fire went all around the entire mobile home. I mean, flames going. I got a call at work that the trailer was on fire because all they could see is fire around it. But when the fire people got there, the fire had just made a complete circle around the mobile home, but the trailer did not burn at all. That ain't nobody but God. I mean, I don't know how country living work, and I don't know how, what might have been poured around the trailer. I don't know. All I know is when we got there, the fire people was astonished that that trailer did not catch on fire, because that's nobody but God, honey. Living testimony. We didn't move into the home. We ended up splitting up and not moving into the home. But the point is, God kept it safe. We made the choice. We messed that up. But God looked out for that trailer, honey, because it did not burn at all. I mean, God is just unbelievable. He is always in the blessing business. He is not through with miracles, honey, because miracles still happen right now today. Right now today. All you got to do is just trust in him. And know that he will, and he is able, honey. I can go on and on about the different things, how God is a testimony to me. Not really. You know what I'm trying to say. I can give testimonies all night long about how God has blessed me and pulled me out of a lot of things. And I know you can as well. But every time I get ready to interview somebody and, I don't want to, I'm scared. And a lot of times in different churches, people won't stand up because they don't think their stuff is worthy. Honey, if God has blessed you, honey, you ain't got to come on here. But, honey, you need to give God thanks, honey, because I know he's done some miraculous things in your life, because he definitely has for me. Okay, I thank him every day, for not leaving my side. A lot of times I leave from the foot of the cross, honey. But thank God, he is a forgiving God. That's why he specifies, if you don't believe in your fellow man, your neighbor, you don't believe in them and you don't forgive them when they do things to you, that he won't forgive us. And that means we will never see heaven's gates when this here life is over. So we have to have peace, have love, forgiveness, and I guarantee we will see them gates, honey, when this life here is over. Your peace will prevail. Just trust in God. You don't have to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. But we have to love on each other. We have to learn how to forgive and move on. Yes, you're going to be hot. You're going to be mad sometimes. And it might take you a while. But you got to get over it. You can't hold on to stuff. You can't. I ain't innocent. I done some things to people. I had to go to God, please forgive me. And people that think I'm still mad with them, baby, I ain't mad. I am not mad. I was upset when the time hit, but I'm over that. I'm not going to keep being mad with you forever and ever and ever. If you want to stay mad with me, that's on you, baby, because you is not keeping me out of heaven. So I'm not going to carry stuff in my heart. And my advice to you, Don't you do it either. Because if you carry stuff, that means you don't have forgiveness and you will never see heaven. So do whatever you got to do to get past this situation. Pray to God, ask him to help you, and move on. You don't have to, talk with the people. You don't have to, engage, be involved with the people, but forgive them in here. If they ready to talk, talk. Don't be angry, don't hold grudges. And that's my life right now. I'm in a situation now. I don't want to be in that situation, but guess what, honey? Nobody's going to disturb my peace. So when you ready to talk, when you ready to begin again, I'll be ready. I'll be right here. And that's with any situation. My exes right now, most of, if we good, we good. But if we left on bad terms, you can come into my life right now. I'm not mad. I ain't gonna have you no more. But I ain't mad. Honey, we can laugh and chump it up just like nothing ain't never happened. Because I don't carry stuff. And don't you do it either. I love you. God bless you. I'm sorry it's so late in the evening, honey. It feels good out here, though. The mosquitoes not out yet. But pray, love, forgive, and peace be still. And I'll talk to you. Well, I hope you come back to HT21 here on 3LG. Good night.